Yo, 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 Happy New Year. What you mean, where the fuck you been at? Don't worry about where the fuck I been at. I've been good. I've been good. Nah. The most important thing is I'm here and I'm back. Let's go.
I'm not, woo, woo. I'm not, woo. No one guess I'm not, woo, woo. I'm not, woo, woo. I'm not, woo, woo.
Happy New Year to y'all. It's 2022. And I am back and I am here to stay. And it's time for us to get started and have some fun. So anyway, how many of y'all got the Omicron variant, right? So they got this new strain they keep talking about. But where did they get these names from? You know what I'm saying? Where did the strain names come from? I've yet to understand that. No one has really got to the bottom. They keep coming up with new names all the time. So I was thinking about it like this, like since you got sick, every time that you get sick, you should be able to name the strain. You understand what I'm saying? So this is what I'm getting at. So I was thinking that, look, I had just got sick. I'm just getting over it. I call this strain a deep throat because it's got me working on my gag reflexes at night with this cough. It's serious. But it very mild, bro. No fever, nothing. So there's no need to panic. But anyway, do me a favor, subscribe, like, comment, share. You know what you gotta do. You know the routine. It's not your first video. You've been scrolling through YouTube and just see my face pop up. You know what I'm saying? But so much has happened in the last few months. So much has happened. And Supreme Court is just talking about these vaccine mandates. They just had a review. And we're going to get into that a little bit later towards the back end of the show. But I want to talk about this. First off, Dr. Robert Malone, who has been silenced on YouTube, just got banned from Twitter, just so happened to get banned from Twitter the day before he was supposed to go do the Joe Rogan podcast. Interesting, right? How that happens. And he broke this down. It's like, what is going on? How can you convince a whole entire population to act insane? How can you convince an entire population to fall in line like sheep? And I've heard about this term once already. It's called mass formation psychosis, which is a term that is being shadow banned from the internet, from these social media sites, because you know how it is. Usually when they ban something, more than likely it's true and people go look it up. Well, anyway, he breaks down what exactly is mass formation psychosis.
What the heck happened in Germany in the 20s and 30s? Very intelligent, highly educated population, and they went barking mad. How did that happen? The answer is mass formation psychosis. When you have a society that has become decoupled from each other and has free-floating anxiety and a sense that things don't make sense, we can't understand it, and then their attention gets focused by a leader or a series of events on one small point, just like hypnosis, they literally become hypnotized and can be led anywhere. And one of the aspects of that phenomena is the people that they identify as their leaders, the ones typically that come in and say, you have this pain and I can solve it for you. I and I alone, okay, can fix this problem for you. Okay, then they will follow that person through. It doesn't matter whether they lie to him or whatever. The data are irrelevant. And furthermore, anybody who questions that narrative is to be immediately attacked. They are the other. This is central to mass formation psychosis.
So basically, you see how he breaks down how you need to create a crisis. A crisis needs to be created that some person emerges from the ashes that has a solution for. and convinces the masses that you have a solution for it, and then to be able to just subconsciously leave people in a state of fight or flight, subconsciously in a state of panic. And that's how you can get people to form in line. And that's kind of what's going on right now. And slowly people are going to start to wake up to this particular form of psychosis. So it will not be long before they create another one. So be on the lookout for the next crisis, because I think COVID is slowly on its way out the door. Just my opinion. But if you got an opinion, leave yours, comment, like, subscribe, share. Tell me what you think about it. What do you think the deal is? But I want to show you what happens when someone just being questioned. This is an intelligent human being. This is a pharmacist who is actually questioned about what's in the is interested in getting the V word and wants some information, so asks for the information inside the pamphlet about all the health risks, the ingredients, etc., etc. And the pharmacist can't give her what she wants. And snap, he's like, oh. He wakes up in the middle of this video.
If you're offering the COVID-19 boosters or shots still?
We are, but we're only accepting appointments because it's just been really crazy today. So you can make an appointment online at cvs.com.
Okay. Do you have the insert from the manufacturers that shows the safety studies, the effects, and all of those things?
Honestly, I don't know.
Is there a pharmacist here who knows where to find the insert in the box of vaccines that I could take a look at?
If you want to step to the side there, he'll be with you as soon as he can.
Thank you. Hello. Yes, I was wondering if you had the insert from the manufacturers for the COVID vaccine.
I've got 9 stacks over here. Is that all right? Okay, I'll be right back.
Comes in the box of vaccines.
CVS Pharmacy, this is Roberta. How can I help you? And also, the doctor's office told me to get like a culturelle for kids. I was looking for one out there. I didn't see one. What's it called again? Culturelle. Like a probiotic, but for
let me ask the pharmacist real quick. Just a moment.
What's over the counter stuff versus
There's a. Yeah. I couldn't think of. I couldn't think of the name of the product. I have someone who wants. I have someone who wants a package insert.
Hi. The pharmacist.
That's from the Moderna vaccine.
Okay, Moderna. Is it the same for Pfizer and all of the others?
Each brand is a little different.
Okay. So may I take this with me to look at all of the safety studies, placebo safety studies on this?
Yeah, because the one that we give because the one that's given to patients doesn't contain that information. So that.
Which one are they giving if it's not this one?
No, that's the one. That is the one we are giving.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, the package insert given to patients isn't the full information.
So it's not from the manufacturer themselves.
That is from the manufacturer, but it's truncated. That's the full thing.
So why is it intentionally blank if it's all the safety studies and stuff?
They're inside.
They're inside of it?
Yeah, this folds out.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll go and get one of these 35 pens, and I'll need a signature. And you can just use the card reader. Okay.
It supposedly folds out. I've got to get online and find it.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I already know that it's intentionally blank. My last question is, how is it informed consent when all of the safety studies, placebo safety studies, are not listed from the manufacturer?
That's a great question. I would talk to CVS about that because.
So if we don't know what we're injecting into ourselves, I don't understand how that's informed consent.
That you're exactly right,
okay.
and you're exactly right,
Yeah.
and you are correct. I should not be giving these vaccines at all.
Okay. Oh, why are you giving them?
Because I am told to, and that's how. Because I am told to, and I am told.
I understand that.
And everything I have shown, including the patients that I have given it to, it is safe.
It is safe and effective. What studies are you going by that states that it's safe and effective? I know these are tough questions, but I have to ask.
I know, and I'm sorry that.
But you can't answer. So I understand that.
I unfortunately cannot answer that,
Okay.
and I feel it. And right now I'm feeling totally inadequate as a pharmacist and ready to turn in my license.
Don't. Just learn more about it. You know about the Nuremberg trials, right?
I understand about all of that, and
I'm just curious if people here really understand what's happening around them, and that just doing my job is not an excuse for what's really happening.
No, I absolutely understand.
Well, I just wanted to ask. Thank you for.
And based on what you're saying, I can no longer advocate for these vaccines.
Okay. Well, yes, that's absolutely your choice, and people to take it. That's their choice to take it. I'm just looking for informed people where I can get information, and it seems like I keep hitting this block each time. Every time I go online and talk to doctors, they block me. You know, it's because they can't answer my questions. They get uncomfortable, and I get that, but. Then why even continue this if you don't know the information?
That is an absolutely valid question.
Okay. Well, thank you for taking your time with me. I really appreciate it, and I hope you have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
I completely feel inadequate as a pharmacist. I should fucking die. I should call it a fucking hole and fucking die. and then she's got the nerve to bring up the Nuremberg trial. You ever heard of Nuremberg trials? Oh my God! I'm thinking. Oh my. Hey, that's true. Truthfully, he. Hats off to him. I know I was fucking around with him, but look, he woke up, he realized that he was honest. He was completely honest with her. He didn't attack her, because that's what happens when most people get questioned that don't have an answer for things that they're doing and don't have a justification for it, they attack. Okay, and he didn't attack. He took his L. So hats off to him, man. That's a man for you right there.
That is an absolutely valid question.
Okay. Well, thank you for taking your time with me.
Where's all my conspiracy theorists out there? This is a little video I stumbled across the other day, and it's a famous Bigfoot sighting. Is it the Patterson-Gimlin sighting, which the Bigfoot, the Sasquatch is called Patty, is her famous name. Well, it was two cowboys who, I mean, this place is pretty much in the middle of nowhere. It's like 100 miles on horseback for these people to get where they actually seen Patty and filmed her, okay? So there's a lot of speculation whether it's true or not. And a few months ago, it was on the History Channel. The proof is out there. The footage, and they went over the footage, and they have new HD technology which can actually get you a better idea of what the footage actually holds and the proof that it is not a fake. All right? Tell me what you think. I mean, I don't know what to believe about Bigfoot. You know, like something that the same thing that I say about aliens. I don't know if they come from a different planet or could be multidimensional. So let's say Bigfoot does exist. You know, if anybody's ever watched Skinwalker Ranch footage or documentaries, anything about how it seems like these creatures and these beings and these entities that they see pop in and out of our dimension.
was a Saturday, sunshiny, bright fall day, October 20th, to be exact. And it was just a warm, sunshiny day, and we were just riding up alongside the creek, on the east side of the creek. And about 4 miles from where we were camped, Roger was just riding. Roger was riding in front of me. We were basically going out to camp about 40 miles further out than we'd been riding. And so we were going to go on out, so we had a pack horse with us, a small pack horse. And when we were just riding up the creek bed, and Roger was taking pictures of the beautiful colors, of the fall colors of the trees and the brush and all of that. And all at once, when we come around a bend in the creek, boom, there's one standing across the creek. So things started happening dramatically fast. And of course, Roger's horse just went berserk. Well, mine did too, but I was able to stay on him. I was a pretty good rider, and I stayed on my horse, and Roger finally, he didn't get actually dumped off his horse, but he got a little help getting off, and he grabbed the saddle bag cover, one flap that he had it on there, and unflapped it and got the camera out and started running across the creek, taking the picture. And he stumbled. It had a kind of a bank on the far side, and so Roger had had the camera up to his eye, of course, and he kind of stumbled and fell down on his elbows. And he wasn't really sure if he got sand or whatever in the camera, because this is all happening really, really fast. It was like, oh, God, there is one. And she's walking away. And
There is one, and she's walking away. No, but that was testimony from one of the two cowboys who said what they saw and exactly what happened that day. Now, granted, that was the old footage. That wasn't the HD footage that I'm about to get into now. These edits, these clips that I came from this video of this YouTuber who actually got a hold of the HD footage, and it's him speaking and explaining his side of the story and showing why Patty is a real Bigfoot and they really exist, and it's not a fake, because based on the time that was in the 60s when this was supposedly filmed. And in the 60s, the best Hollywood ape costume was Planet of the Apes, and he compares the Planet of the Apes costume as opposed to the Patty footage, and showing how the costume is nowhere near as good looking as the footage, and how you cannot duplicate the movement that Patty makes in that costume, in a Planet of the Apes costume, so to say. Oop, excuse me. Again. But besides that, check it out.
Okay, now that you have seen the original Patterson clip and you have heard from both of the gentlemen themselves, I'm going to go ahead and give you the enhanced clips from the show The Proof Is Out There. Also, I'm going to give you a small little clip from a special effects guy that played a lot of animal characters from 1939 on for several decades, and he's going to give you his opinion on the Patterson film. And I'm also going to show you a little clip from one of the Planet of the Apes movies to make a comparison of the Hollywood type costumes in this era compared to the Patterson film. And there is no comparison, guys. Once you guys see this, wait till you see the comparison. There is none. So anybody that's still out there thinking this is a hoax, I don't know what else is going to take to convince you that it's not. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this one. All right, let's start with the comparison between Planet of the Apes and Patty, shall we? Pay attention. Notice the flap on the costume? No flap. Next, notice how loose the costume fits? On Patty, look how tight it is. And finally, look how there's no muscle definition, and with Patty, you see the muscle definition in the legs. There is no comparison between the two. This costume from the 1960s is the best Hollywood had to offer, and it's laughable.
Active in the motion picture industry since 1939 as an impersonator of animals of the ape family, Mr. Prohaska was convinced that Roger Patterson had filmed a living, wild creature.
The movement is the only thing what throwed me a little bad, because he moved a little bit more like a man than an animal. Because you could see all the muscles on the body and the whole movement. It didn't move like a costume at all. And the size of it was enormous big size, so I don't know if they find a big man like that.
Mr. Prohaska, you mentioned that the creature did not move, as if it were a costume. Do you think it would be possible to create such a costume?
That would be a difficult... I don't think so. Because that costume, if this would be a costume, that would have taken such a long time to put the hair. You should put the hair by glue on. That would take about 10 hours, the whole makeup job. And it looked to me very, very real. I'm doing now this since 1939, and if that was a costume, that was the best I have ever seen.
All right, so let me get this straight. Two broke cowboys are supposed to be able to make up a costume good enough to fool the special effects Hollywood crowd. Do you understand what I'm saying there? There is no way that's possible. Let's break it down. Look how Patty's toes spread right here. Look at the toes on the bottom of her feet. You can see the toe stems. Look at that. Here's the toe stems. There's the track. Now check this out. Look at the muscles. Do you see that? Look at the muscles contracting right there when she's walking. If this is a loose-fitting outfit, you think that that's going to show up? I mean, you've seen the outfit from the Planet of the Apes. Now check this out. Look, it's a butt crack. Yes, a butt crack. Do you think they're going to make a butt crack in a costume? Oh, and one more thing. Look at the breast. Look at the breast movement. Do you think two cowboys are going to come up breast? Are you out of your mind? And the last thing I want to show you is watch the shockwave go through her right leg right there. Watch again. There. You see that? There. The shockwave that goes through her leg when she's turning and puts her weight on her right leg, you cannot fake that with a costume. Ladies and gentlemen, we are looking at a real creature right here. Look at once more time. Bam. You see the shockwave go through her? You're not going to see that in a loose-fitting outfit. I'm sorry, skeptics, but you're not.
Bro, it's 2022. If we could accept UFOs and aliens, we could accept Patty. Now, to let Patty know, I got a good plastic surgeon friend that I can get her in touch with. She get them racks fixed, get her fans only. She'd be like Kim Kardashian, even better. She could start the WNBA. You finally gonna sell tickets.
Uh-oh! Whoa! Agony of defeat! This Bigfoot's got athlete's feet!
Shit. Put Shaq to shame. But what do you think? I mean, I don't know, believe. It's really hard to believe in Bigfoot. I believe in UFOs and aliens way before I would believe in Bigfoot. Because even though they that deep into the forest or whatever, I mean, somebody's got to see them. On to the next news. Let's drop into some hip-hop. All right. Versuz. And this is something, hey, I know this is a little old news, you know, this is over a month old, but it's been a few months since I've been on, so I get to talk about some things. I can talk about whatever the fuck I want to. What am I talking about? But anyway, Bone versus 3 6. Bone versus 3 6. And these two crews had beef back in the mid-90s. And from what I remember about their reason for their whole beef starting is Bone made it big, right? Bone blew up. 3 6 was local. You know, they had a regional following, a regional cult following in the South. Bone was a fan of them. Well, in an interview in a magazine, Bone had predicated some of their style from, which was 666 Mafia at the time. Well, they had found out about what Bone said, took it as y'all stole our styles to make it big, and started dissing them. And that's where the beef started. Well, that's why it was so, you know, a epic Versuz battle, because of that prior beef and being that their sounds are so similar, you know. Well, anyway, Bizzy goes off the rails and starts a fight. I guess what could be perceived as fighting words, which turned into even more disrespectful fighting words.
Hey, before we even get started, you ugly motherfuckers ain't finna be mocking me while I'm on motherfucking stage. Like, straight the fuck up.
Nigga, suck my dick.
And gangsta boo.
Suck my dick. What the fuck?
You're a hater. Bizzy Bone, you're a hater. You mustn't take no pills. You weirdo ass nigga. Fuck wrong with you, bitch ass nigga. Bizzy Bone a hater. Sissy ass nigga, the fuck wrong with you?
Why y'all do this shit, man?
I didn't know they were losing. Hey, Bizzy Bone gonna ruin y'all career. Y'all better without him. Fuck him. He ain't take his pills. Boom, Bizzy Bone, y'all. He fucked up the show.
That's why the nigga ain't been in the group.
No,
like
we gonna
2
get
years.
Now, to me, it's unexpected, but I'm not surprised that something like that would happen. But I mean, come on, OGs like that. It was kind of silly that it got blown like that. They didn't even get started yet, and they were already at odds with each other. I don't know who the hell was in the background, just woofing that, just shitting on Bizzy the whole time. But anyway, your boy said, "Suck my dick," and that's what really got it escalated. And everybody knows, I mean, a dude tells another dude, "Suck my dick." That's next level. But what I would like to say is that Bizzy did not understand, the 3 6 did not take his words kindly, like it's a game. Although Bizzy explains to Fat Joe in this upcoming video that he was just on some trying to be entertaining on some, you know, Versuz shit, some rap battle shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, I mean, being from the South, like, Southern hip hop never was, you know, a battle rap genre, battle rap branch of the genre. There ain't a lot of battle rap going on. So, you know, the two different regions, I mean, it didn't mesh well. Now, maybe if it was an East Coast crew up there that took it as a battle, I mean, but it was just kind of like where it come out of left field for him to come out there and say that. So, you know, and he was kind of taken back by the reaction. He didn't think he was going to get that type of reaction. Check it out.
And what was that like? I know you was feeling like they was taunting you. They said, "Suck my dick." You break that down to me. So what got it to the level of you throw the shit at them and all that?
You know, like, so, like a little back history, like before I got there, you know, my son, he was really, really sick, and I had to take care of him, so he kind of gave me his cold, and I had to, like, I've been spitting green, nasty mucus and not able to laugh, not able to, do anything. So I was already feeling, I couldn't go back and forth with the banter like I wanted to. So I said, let me stay in character, because I knew at the end it's gonna be all hugs and all kisses. So, the first time that like I tried to like create some sort of banter and do a little back and forth, y'all ugly motherfuckers ain't finna be, like I expected maybe a shut the fuck up. I expected a maybe, who you calling ugly? Y'all motherfuckers, I expected maybe some of that. But I didn't expect, for homie to like talk to me on some, like I'm a street dude. And I didn't expect him to say no shit like that. And like my soul made my body react. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't think before I acted. Like, and, that's one of the things that I pride myself on, is being a thinking man. But, so after that had happened or whatever, I didn't really know what was up. I didn't know what was going down. But, I was on.
I told him, I said, I come from the projects. In New York, we call it snapping. We say, your mother looked like this, your father looked, we do that for hours. But the minute another man tell another man's SMD, it gets to violence.
I mean, I think it's always been that way.
So that's how quick things can get taken out of context. They were offended, so offended by what Bizzy had told them that he said, suck my fucking dick. And then that's it. It's over. You know what I mean? The gloves are off at that point. It's done. But good thing that they were able to settle it down, get through the verses. They made up. I mean, come on, bro. Grown ass man. That shit. That shit's stupid. How petty it really is. How something like that could get completely turned out of proportion and could have led to violence.
Hey, before we even get started, you ugly motherfuckers ain't finna be mocking me while I'm on motherfucking stage. Like, straight the fuck up. Nigga, suck my dick.
Yes, Juicy. Slob of My Knob was a phenomenal record. Well, we on music. Let's keep it on music. How about some Higgnz music? Yep. Lordy. I am 40. And the way to bring in 40 the right way is to walk in right there with a big smile and take it in stride. What a new music video.
Lordy, I am 40. That's for the time my 40 McFly Morty. Back to the future and 14 was drinking 40s. With 40 thieves in the fog at the 40 orbit. Take 40 wings, feel like 40's the new 20. Money, what you got on my 40, crack 220s. 40 times 40, more hours than times 40. Grand at least 40 more till I'm greeted by my lordy. 4-0, though I can care zero the wheel. Smoke fills the cloud, loud moon walking over the hill. Slow it down for a moment just to own it, it's real. 40 cal in the chamber as I go for the kill. It's like plow, I ain't tripping to a cow. Like a Lizzo, make a sizzle, flip a 40 burger. How you like the middle? I'm rare, but well seasoned, been beat by the meat cleaver. I'm asleep with the sheep, will ascend to the dream weaver. Over the deceivers and preconceived notions. Wishes with cheap potions that feed up your emotions. Just to turn us into soy boys, teach us to eat locusts. Put them tulips on my turnip, got some low tea for ya. Requests with no malarkey at the strongest behest. Travel 40 along this quest, there's no plan to regress. The eclipse past, I regress. Look past the regrets, reassess my lordy, what you plan for me next? I'm like, lordy, I am 40. That's for the time my 40 McFly Morty. Back to the future and 14 was drinking 40s. With 40 thieves in the fog at the 40 orbit. Take 40 wings, feel like 40's the new 20. Money, what you got on my 40, crack 220s. 40 times 40, more hours than times 40. Grand at least 40 more till I'm greeted by my lordy. 40 times 40, more hours than times 40. Grand at least 40 more till I'm greeted by my lordy. I must say, That was marvelous.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is Lordy Lordy. It's just a little freestyle, a little something I threw together for fun. I wanted to play with the camera, really. But I'm taking 40 winks. So on to these vaccine mandates. These vaccine mandates that they're trying to force into the workplace has hit the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court's got nerve to actually review this and try to justify why we should be getting forced jabs to go to work or be tested negative once a week to be able to get into a workplace. Now, what I heard was OSHA was trying to figure out if legally mandating someone to wear a mask and mandating someone to get jabbed is legally the same thing. No, it ain't. That's like taking a tube of Neosporin and putting it on a wound, or taking a tube of Neosporin and squeezing it down your throat. That's two different things. Putting something on top of your body, putting something inside your body is two entirely different things. You wear a name tag at work. You don't inject one. But anyway, it's a little funny. I put this together because the whole V word, right? You can't use the V word because they shadow ban your stuff if you use the V word. So I put together this video. I call this Mad Libs, where I took out everywhere they used the V word and I replaced it with something that they can go do.
I guess my feeling at this point in time is maybe we need to be completely a little bit more scary for the public.
Especially with the Delta variant, which is the hardiest and most contagious variant we've seen to date. We need all the protection that we can get. That's why sucking big dicks are so effective.
This is a pandemic of the
limpest of big dicks.
We've got to get them.
Suck a dick.
And hopefully they will do it willingly.
I think we really need to make it clear that there are privileges associated with being an American.
We have to be more blunt. We have to be more forceful.
If you do not want to suck a big dick,
you can work from home. You can homeschool your children. You can shop online. So where is this coming from? People saying, I'm now being forced
to suck a big dick.
If you want to travel, you better
suck a dick.
You should be wearing masks even when you are
sucking big dick.
If you are indoors.
If you wish to have these privileges, you need to
suck a big dick.
We have to say something coming out. You don't
suck a big dick.
You're gonna die. I mean, let's just be really blunt to these people.
Suck a big dick.
I need to keep this party going. I'm taking one for the team.
Keep it moving, moving, moving.